Yo, how's it going, guys? Johnny GB here, bringing you guys the Week 1 recap of the ICBA, where I'm going to be bringing you scores and stats from all 8 of the games played by our competitors. Now, you guys do see this is a Sports Center style theme. You also have the sports music in the background. I will credit them down below. Leave the link to the original video so you guys can go check it out. Just a mix of all the different theme songs from, I believe it's the NFL this time. And you guys see over on the left hand side, this is a brand new league. We have brand new coaches involved, new Pokemon being used, or not so new Pokemon. And we will have the Week 1 Power Rankings. Not going to be up on Tuesday. Power Rankings should be up probably Wednesday or Thursday. And this will be a weekly thing that you guys will see here on the channel. Now, we're going to kick it off with our first game, the Burger Kingler taking on the Calgary Flame Wheels. Deebs versus Merc, and Merc was able to come out with a clean 4-0 win in which Manaphy and Scolipede did pretty much all of the heavy lifting this week. Manaphy picking up 3 kills and Scolipede as well picking up 3 kills before eventually falling. Heracross, the leader over for the Flame Wheels side, 2 kills and a death. Pretty much just outmatched this entire game was Deebs, and they both have a good chance to rebound as they both take on a couple of teams that lost week 1, but picking up big differentials early in the season is very important to locking up playoff spots late in the season. So pretty much being able to have that 4-0 plus 4 start for Merc will be very beneficial later on in the season. Now, we're going to transition into our second game, the Oregon Ducklets taking on the Colorado Mamoswines, and this was another one of the blowout games. I believe we had 3 out of the 5 games were not relatively close score-wise. Colorado Mamoswines and Neon Zero picking up 3 kills with Salamence, a Dragon Dance Salamence sitting in the back late game. Managed to come in and clean up the rest of the Ducklets team. Over on the Ducklets side, Jirachi was able to pick a kill up along with Aerodactyl. Garchomp was taken out very early in the game to HP Ice Raikou, so not very good prep over on the Ducklets part, very good prep over on the Mamoswine part, as only 2 Mons ended up going down. I believe it was Uxie and Nihilego, if I'm correct, were the only 2 Pokemon that ended up dropping over on the Mamoswine side. So good momentum starter for the Mamoswines as they take on the Heatrans, who lost week 1. Now for the game of the week, we had the Crimson Surf taking on the Durham Druddigons, and there is actually an error on that score sheet. It was not a 4-0 win. It was actually a 2-0 win for the Durham Druddigons, as Nidoqueen and Virizion came in very clutch this game. You're going to see Virizion picking off Pheromosa with a very interesting tech in Quick Attack. And on the Crimson Surf side, Tapu Koko leading the charge for the Crimson Surf. Not enough to surmount a comeback, but 2 kills and a death, along with Pheromosa getting picked off by the fantastic tech of Quick Attack Virizion. So you guys might see it edited on the final cut. Actually, it will be edited on the final cut, but on my end, it is a 4-0 win, but it officially is a 2-0 win for the Durham Druddigons, so Leo picking up a Week 1 win over Spanek. Next up, this was actually the first game to be played, the Melbourne Metagross taking on the Green Bay Pikachus. Jacob, as always, versus Fralls, Hydreigon, and Volcanion, the just monsters this game, both picking up 2 kills, pretty much taking out a lot of the threats over on Jacob's team. And over on Jacob's side, Deoxys, Weavile, and Thunderous Incarnate all picking up a kill, but also falling down as the Pikachus fell 2-0 to the Metagross. Mamoswine came in very clutch late in the game, along with Volcanion and Hydreigon doing very early damage towards Jacob's team. Pretty much set Jacob in a position to where he was playing catch-up the entire game. Now, if you guys have missed any of these games, there is a playlist. I will link the playlist down below for you guys so you guys can go check out all Week 1 games. That way you can watch them on each of their channels and not have to browse around. But we're moving on into the Great Lake Greninjas taking on the Rhode Island Rotoms. We have Jonah versus top place Pokemon, and pretty much came down to a 50-50 in the game, as Mega Steelix, currently the MVP leader, tied with Manaphy and Scolipede with 3 kills. Swellow picking up 2 kills as well, along with Volcarona picking up a kill. They take on the Crimson Surf next week, so they have a lot of momentum going for them. Over on the Rotom side, Kyurem Black picking up 2 kills, along with Mimikyu picking up 2 kills. Drakion just falling that 1 kill short of being able to help the Rotoms pick up a week 1 win. They take on the Ducklets next week to see who stays on the loser side and who will be able to pick up their first win of the season. Next up, we have CBA champ Chiangi 7-7. We also have Alpha Lycanroc and the Golden State War Turtles, and this game did not go the way Chiangi decided Chiangi planned it out to be. Mega Scizor ended up coming in clutch, picking up 4 kills this game. Just being able to pick apart the rest of Chiangi's team after a Swords Dance. Heatran also coming in very clutch against Mons like Klefki and Heliolisk, and then Sneasel picking up a kill and also falling. Over on the Heatran side, Heliolisk was actually able to put in a good amount of work, but not able to handle the priority bullet punch of Mega Scizor. Azumarill, same situation. Very decent matchup for the game, and was just not able to come through when Chiangi needed it most. I believe we only have a few more games left. Yes, we have the Mudsdales versus the Houston Raichus now. During the actual game, you will see that Tesla Mouse is the Charlotte Beedrills, but he has since rebranded to the Houston Raichus, so it's a bit of a different thing to see a team rebranded mid-season. But he would fall to the Marlboro Mudsdales and Brendan 2-0 this week. Zoroark, Sylveon, and Greninja just not enough to help the Raichus pick up the win. And then over on the Mudsdale side, Golisopod and Hoopa Unbound both coming in with 2 kills. Skarmory as well picking up a passive kill and a direct kill. But Golisopod, the real threat, coming in with Leech Life. Very good predictions on Brendan's part this game, as Golisopod was able to pretty much have a step in front of the Raichus pretty much the entire game. And then for our final game of the week, we have the Maine Red Cloysters taking on the New York Shelmets. We have Tone and Supagasi battling it out, and Tone's stall team came through this week. Goodra picking up 2 kills, Granbull picking up 1 kill, Infernape picking up 2 kills. Pretty much put the Shelmets in a very bad position once Mega Charizard X went down. Mega Charizard X did fall to Recoil, so that is why there's 1 kill missing over on the the Red Cloysters stat sheet. Charizard did fall to Flare Blitz, and pretty much this team that Tone built revolved around playing very defensive, but yet with Goodra and Infernape still provided enough offensive pressure to deal with Supagasi, who did lose his Suicune very early on in the game, which really affected his later portions of the game and how he would be able to handle it. And then finally, we're going to bring you guys these standings so you guys can keep updated on how your guys' favorite coaches are doing. Looking over at the Moon Conference, 5 of the teams being able to pick up W's this week, 2 of which picked it up by very decisive margins, being the Cloysters and Burger Kingler, with 5 and 4 differential, but still very close. Again, it is only week 1. There is still some time left in the season. This is a 10-week season, so the coaches still have time to rebound. Free agency does open up in 2 weeks, so if there's something they're not happy about on their team, they'd be able to change it then. And then over in the Sun Conference, Neon Zero and the Colorado Mammoths really just starting it off nice and strong with a 4-0 win, in prime position of that conference, as 5 teams took losses this week, but again, they still have time to catch up. for the rest of the season. And that will do it for the Week 1 recap, guys. Now, let me know any changes that you guys want to see. If you guys want to see any guests join me on these recaps, let me know down in the comment section below, along with any other music choices that you guys want in the background. If you guys want me to try and add video highlights, that's something that could happen next season or could even happen later this season. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see more of a SportsCenter style video highlights before I show you guys the stats. It'd be very fun and interesting to do, very challenging to do, but if it's entertaining for you guys, I will do it and add it. But that's pretty much going to do it for the Week 1 recap, guys. Go ahead, like the video, comment your guys' support for the ICBA. Also go over and subscribe to the ICBA channel. And follow us on the ICBA Twitter as well as going and subscribing to all our coaches. All their channels are linked down in the description below. Please go check them out. Show them support. And pretty much root for them this season. And with all that being said, guys, I'm Johnny GB, and I'm out.